93.5 WVIP and WVIP HD1, New Rochelle. A Whitney Global Media Station.
Warning. The following is information the greedy banks do not want you to hear.
The Homeowners Helpline has helped thousands of homeowners just like you stay in their home and get time to get back on their feet. Families tell us that over the last 12 years, they become so frustrated with trying to deal with the bank. They get the runaround. All they get is double talk. Folks, more people lose their home to foreclosure through trying to get a loan modification on your own. The banks know how to confuse you, how to distract you, and how to use your energy for all the wrong reasons. Folks, don't let the bank steal your home. Call the Homeowner Helpline, the professionals. Since 2008, we've helped tens of thousands of New York homeowners stay in their home. Call the helpline right now at 800-373-8300. That's 800-373-8300. Call the helpline right now. There's no cost, no obligation. A free call. Get the free information so we can point you in the right direction. 800-373-8300.
93.5 WVIP, broadcasting loud and clear all over the metro area. For more information on hosting your own radio program, call David O'Shaughnessy at 914-636-1460. For rates and availabilities, that's 914-636-1460. 93.5 WVIP.
The Life Worship Center, COGOP, invites you to get on board the Resurrection Gospel Train Experience, celebrating 21 years on Good Friday, April 10th, with live performances by Jabez.
Jabez will be in the house singing your favorite songs. Said I'm drinking from my salsa.
Sister Bridget.
Oh, but I'm still here.
Talia King. Dwight Schroeder. Brother Paul. Gumari Brown. And Emran Henry from St. Lucia. It's all here, all live, on Good Friday, April 10th, at the Richard Green Middle School, 3710 Barnes Avenue, in the Bronx. Doors open at 5 p.m. Showtime is at 6 p.m. sharp. Donation is $40 and $45 at the door. For more info, contact 917-769-8851 or 718-547-4927. The Resurrection Gospel Train Experience, celebrating 21 years.
Bronx, New York! You can't afford to miss it.
Whitney Media offers unique opportunities for independent packagers and radio program producers in the metropolitan area. Both WVIP HD and WVOX Worldwide offer prime airtime in the evening, on the weekend, and during the day for a wide range of programs dealing with health, finance, religion, business opportunities, as well as international and multicultural talk and music. The following is an independently produced program. The views and claims expressed on this program by its hosts and guests are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or its advertisers. New York's Caribbean Voice, 93.5 WVIP.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go. Come on. Some of y'all run down here to the front real quick. I gotta know who's in the building. Where my Islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see ya. Come on, Jehovah, say it. Jehovah, you. Say it. I trust in you. In you. Say it, y'all. Say it. Show me how to do it, y'all. In you. I believe. Say it, say it. I believe you. I trust. Come on. In you. Oh, Lord. Come on. Jehovah, you. Where y'all at? Come on, come on. I trust. In you. I believe. Say it. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of wonder. You are the trust. Come on. In you. Oh, Lord. Y'all got your part over here. I can't hear you. Come on, say it. I trust. Say it. In you. I believe. Say it. I believe. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of wonders. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of power. I believe. Say it. I believe. I believe. Say it. Say it. Say it. I believe. I believe. I believe. Now everybody get radical for 30 seconds. Come on. Dance on the devil's head. Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all ain't radical enough over here. Balcony, I can't feel ya. Move the beat. Everybody, let's go. I see you back there. Balcony, y'all gotta come on. Hey, come on.
The Voices of Worship radio show right here at 93.5 FM. Mr. Moses,
Yes, sir. Good evening.
how are you, man?
Good evening. Good evening. You put your headset on, and then you can hear me. You ready to talk to me now?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Voices of Worship. I'm your host, Minister Moses, and we just like to invite you to welcome you to our broadcast tonight. The Voices of Worship. We got a great lineup for you tonight. Our topic tonight in the studio is, where was the church when you needed them? Where was the church when you needed them? I'm reminding myself when I called my pastor one time, he didn't answer the phone. And when I saw him at church on Sunday, he said, I didn't get a call. I'm wondering how many of you out there tonight have been in situations where you needed prayer, where your husband was acting up, where maybe your wife walked out on you, your children was using drugs, and you called on the church, and the church wasn't there. I was speaking to a friend of mine this week, and she was saying that she took an 8-week vacation, fast forward, down to Jamaica, and when she got back, before she got to the church, the pastor was saying, I want you to bring your tithes forward. In other words, you were 8 weeks delinquent on your tithes, but I want you to pay them. Those are the churches. I know that I'm a minister of the gospel, but some of you don't know, but I'm taking a sabbatical from the church because church work ain't easy. Church folks ain't easy. They'll talk about you, stab you in your back, scandalize your name, but we want to talk about it tonight. Where was the church when you needed them?
I got to say greetings, New York, New Jersey, and, of course, Connecticut. Welcome to another edition, of course, the Voices of Worship radio show right here at 93.5 FM. If you're on your way to work or going to work, yes, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for tuning in every single Wednesday between 10 and 12. Thank you for bringing us in and around your community or your personal space. Want to thank the program that preceded us. I heard Brother Gary.
Brother Gary said he got some new teeth.
Yeah, Brother Gary.
9 new teeth. He got a new mouth. So I'm praying for the brother. I know he's in pain, but we know that God is able. Brother Gary, you be well, and know that the 9 teeth that you extracted, they're not going to grow back.
I got to remind you, you're tuning to 93.5, of course, and find it on the FM side of the dial, WVIP FM. And for those of you on the World Wide Web, want to thank you very much. If you are in Latonia, Georgia, Marietta, Georgia, Stone Mountain, Georgia, I want to thank you very much because we are coming live on Roots Vibes Radio 99.5 FM. Thank you for making us your choice of the night. Here's truly Fat Forward. We'll be inside the studio until 12 tonight, and of course, I'll take it over and take you all the way up to 1 o'clock. So want to thank you very much for making us your choice and a lovely, lovely, lovely rainy Wednesday night.
That's right, Fat Father Al Jam coming up next after us. We're going to warm the studio up for you, Al. I know you'll be getting your car headed down to the studio pretty soon.
Where's he coming from? Connecticut or Jersey?
He's coming from Connecticut. You come from New Jersey. I come from Long Island. Nobody lives in Westchester, I guess. But I want to say good evening to Pam over in Springfield Gardens. Want to say good evening to Sharon all the way up in Connecticut and Carol over in the Bronx, Boogie Down Bronx. We want to say good evening to Sandra down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And we want to say good evening to Yvonne. We hope you found your way home. Yvonne, down in Florida, they closed the highway, did a detour, and she couldn't find her way home. And I'm like, what happened to your GPS? It won't work. It not work.
I heard they closed Norman Manley Airport runaway for 3 hours yesterday, man, between 3 a.m. and 6.
I
was wondering, because you were going down there, why they closed it.
I wasn't there.
It was...
I tell you, it's important that we know who we are, but it's even more important to know whose we are. We're going to open up the show this evening with Sanat doing a tune called I Know Who I Am. Going to send this one out to Andrea out in Uniondale. Want to say good evening to Miss Daughtry. Listen up if you please. This is Sanaa, and she's doing a tune called I Know Who I Am. Put me up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go.
Chosen generation, we've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation, we've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, for I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. I'm working in power, I'm working miracles, I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. Hey. Hey. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I walk in miracles, I live a life of a life. For I know who I am. I'm walking in power, I walk in miracles, I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. Everybody shout I know who I am. Lift your voice, shout
those of you who are listening, to get your phones ready, get your questions ready, 914-636-9847. That's the number to call to join the program, join the conversation. And we're talking tonight about where was the church when you needed them. Met a lady out in Bay Shore last week, sleeping in her car, and the church was nowhere to be found. She's sleeping in her car in the winter months because there's no heat in the house, there's no electricity in the house, but the church is nowhere to be found. And she's in the church every Sunday. But I say to her, God is able to do all things exceedingly abundantly well, above all that you could ever imagine or think. This is the Voices of Worship, and I'm your host, Minister Moses, and we greet you with Jesus' joy, and we say, well done and well done. Fast forward, what do you think about that?
Wow, where is the church when you need the church?
Call us. 914-636-9847. Call me. I know they don't do these kinds of things down in South Carolina. We know they don't do those down in, what you call it, Latonia, Georgia. So I'm going to invite...
Stone Georgia, Marietta, Georgia.
I'm going to invite all of our listeners tonight. I want you to blow the phone lines open tonight. Blow them up as we speak about, we answer the question, where was the church when you needed him? Where was the church when you needed him? John, we have John Fleming with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Good
evening. And we got my brother Darcy down in the green room. And we're asking the question, where was the church when you needed him?
Is she still sleeping in her car?
Yeah, she's still in her car, sleeping in her car.
So what you did to help her?
Well, I stopped the foreclosure sale on her house.
Oh, she was sleeping in her car at her house.
She was sleeping in the driveway.
At her house.
At her house. Because...
There's no heat inside.
There's no heat.
No water.
There's no water. There's no electricity in the house. But I want you all to know that we're no longer a slave. Not to the church, not to anyone are we slaves. Amen?
Amen.
Terry Lennon. Terry Lennon saying, you're no longer a slave. Some of you may feel that you are, but I want to ask you a question. How long are you going to continue to make yourself miserable while you make others happy?
You unravel me.
You're no longer a slave. Not to your spouse. Not to your job, not to any mortal man. I'm fired up tonight, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Gotta be careful how you come at me this evening, because I'm ready to fire back. Terry Lennon, no longer a slave.
I am a child of love.
I want to say good evening, Pam. Springfield Garden said she'd be listening this evening. And Benny P. out in Suffolk County, he said he'd be listening. New listeners to our program. I want you to tell Lottie, tell Dottie, tell anybody that the Voices of Worship are on the air every Wednesday evening. And the phone number is 914-636-9847. Let me hear from you.
Your blood runs through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear.
Hello?
Good evening, caller. You're on the air. Welcome
Hello?
to the Voices of Worship.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Yvonne Jackson.
Hey, Yvonne. You're not listening to your radio, are you?
Hold on 1 second. I have to lower it.
Lower your radio.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I hear you very well.
Okay, is
The
this...
question is, where was the church when you needed them?
Well, I needed the church.
Come on, tell the truth.
I spoke to the pastors. I told them the urgency of my matter. And the matter was that my house was being auctioned in foreclosure, and I needed help. And they asked me, what did I do about it? And I didn't think that was necessary to ask.
I agree.
I was looking for prayer, help, answers, lead me.
Not necessarily any money, right?
Huh?
You weren't looking necessarily for any money.
No.
You weren't looking for no handout.
No.
You weren't looking for a place to live. You weren't looking to move in with nobody.
Correct.
Maybe just a prayer, maybe some encouragement.
Encouragement.
Amen.
Instead, I got, do you have someone helping you?
Wow. The church asked that?
Huh?
The church asked you that?
Yes.
Okay.
Who do you need someone to help you find your way? At that point, I had given them about 2 weeks prior to the auction of the home. I had spoken to them 2 weeks prior. My husband has Parkinson's.
Say again?
And so it was very stressful because he doesn't want to relinquish his home.
Your husband has Parkinson?
Yes.
Wow. How's he doing?
He has his days.
He has his days.
Today was a good day.
Amen.
Every day it changes. We don't know. We don't know. We just pray.
How long have you been going to that?
We pray. So the church was not what I needed from them. They did not help me.
My question to you, how long have you been going to that church?
How long have I been going? 10 years. Now, it isn't that they haven't been doing it ever before. They did give me money for a prior foreclosure. I had to pay the lawyer, and they gave me the money to pay the lawyer. I paid the church back.
Oh, wow. You had to pay it back?
They didn't ask for it, but I felt
when you gave it back, they took
honorable in giving it back.
And when you gave it back, they took it. They gladly took it.
Gladly took it. And I paid it back with
interest,
an extra amount of money.
And now you need another help.
As a thank you to God.
Well, let me just say to our listeners out there, we're talking about where was the church when you needed them. And on the phone line is Yvonne, and she's saying that she had a foreclosure situation. She went to the church for help, and the church asked her if she had anyone helping her. Phone lines are open, 914-636-9847. That's 914-636-9847. I'm your host, Minister Moses. I'm here in the studio with Fat Forward, my sidekick, and John Fleming. A little later on, we're going to go in the green room, and we're going to talk to our special guest tonight, Mr. Darcy. A little later on, we're going to have Dr. Gaffney call in. She's going to talk to us a little bit about coronavirus. And, hey, great lineup. Yvonne, we thank you very much for your call, your comment. Any last words?
Yes. I thank you for this evening's show.
You're welcome.
I thank you because I'm listening intently. I want to know, where is the church? I want to know,
you'll find out
if
Sunday.
Not my church, where is the church?
You'll find out Sunday when they pass
I thought the
plate.
church was a hospital.
You thought the church was what?
A hospital to heal the sick, to make things whole, to be a family, to be encouraging, to be prayerful, to be loving. But I'm finding that lately it's more of a clique.
Amen. Wow. It's a fundraiser, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's a fundraiser, it's a clique, it's a pajama party Thursday nights. Bring your kids for pizza. I'm not feeling it.
Well, I understand what you feel. I'm a minister of the gospel myself, and I had to take a break because I just got a little fed up with these arrogant
I'm kind of feeling that way now.
I invite any preacher out there who has the nerve to call me right now, 914-636. I know there's a preacher out there. I know there's a minister out there. I know there's a pastor out there who may be able to shed some light on this, to tell us why you preachers don't answer your phone when your parishioners call you. Why you pastors don't answer your phone. You got to go through your secretary or you got to go through your wife when somebody's calling you to talk to you. You're too high and mighty, but God is watching. He's going to knock you off of your throne. Yep. The topic tonight, the question is, where was the church when you needed them? Yvonne, we thank you very much for your call. God bless you.
Thank you, Minister Moses.
And we're going to pray for
I
you.
will continue to listen intently. I can't wait to find out how this...
It's already done, sweetheart.
Amen.
It's already done.
Amen.
God has already taken care of it. Let me just give you a quick testimony. About 5 or 6 weeks ago, a lady sent me a lawsuit for $25,000, and her lawyer called me and said, "You weren't in court today." I said, "I know." He said, "Why weren't you?" I said, "I ain't coming." And he wanted to know why I didn't come to court. And I told him I don't have to. I said, the debt has already been discharged under Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And you know what? I never said anything else. Last week I prayed, and last week I got a letter, and the letter said, "Case dismissed, discontinued,"
Amen.
because both sides did not show up. I tell you that what you're praying God for, what you believe in God for, has already been done. It's already done. So I'm going to say to you, just roll on.
I will.
God bless you. Have a great evening.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good evening, caller. You're on the air. This is the Voices of Worship. I'm your host, Moses. State your name, your question, where you come from.
This is Nadia. Good evening.
Good evening, Nadia. How are you?
I am good. I'm calling with the Florida property.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line right now is Nadia, and she's calling, one of our new sponsors on the radio show. So we want to welcome you to the Voices of Worship. For the first time, next time you call in, you will not be a visitor. You'll be one of the family. How's that?
I thank you for welcoming
pleasure.
me.
My pleasure. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how they may take advantage of what you're doing?
Well, I want to first thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to do this on your show, and I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
My name is Nadia. Last name is Singh, and I've been doing Florida real estate for the last 20 years.
Wow.
I represent one of the largest developers in Florida, and this is not just a builder, it's a developer, which we develop and build. So we have various programs. I have an office here in New York, and I'm based out of New York, but I represent a developer in Florida. So we have two programs, basically. A lot of people look to either first home buyer or second home in Florida. Doesn't matter what you're looking to get. Here's the opportunity now for people to do so. We have a straight housing program. If you want a house right away, you can get it. We build brand new house from scratch. You have to qualify for that. And many people know what qualification means. Good credit, income, everything else to qualify if you want that home. Mm-hmm. If you cannot qualify at this time, or you don't need a home right this minute, but you need to plan it, then we have our pre-planned housing program. Okay. With our pre-planned housing program now, you don't need any credit check or income check. All you need is $3,000 down as a down payment and $226